Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do a repair on your BitPixel. So here's your BitPixel. I recommend when doing this repair, put this on something smooth because the acrylic scratch is really easy. So just put some cardboard or some bubble wrap or something. So for this repair, we're going to be using a Pixelcade 2.0 board, which looks like this. It's purple as opposed to a Pixelcade 1.0 board. So this is for the 2.0 board. And this is powered by 12 volts. So when you order, you can decide to ship it with a 12 volt power brick like this. If you're using the LBPA accessory from a custom Rcade, that will work. That does 12 volts. Or if you are running off a PC, you can get the Pixelcade SATA power cables. This is pretty cool actually. So basically this plugs into your PC power supply, and then the other end just powers the board like this, again 12 volts. So it's kind of a nice solution because as you turn your PC on and off, Pixelcade automatically turns on and off as well. But so you've got some options there. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we'll need to do is we'll flip it over like this. And so here's the old board. We're going to replace this. We're going to replace the LED panels. So we ship with a couple LED panels. You notice one has this open area like this, which I'll show you for the mounting, custom power cable here, couple screws. So let's go ahead and take out the existing screws. You can just use a screwdriver for this. All right, so the middle screws are a little tricky to get out. So if you weren't able to get them out, don't worry about it. Just kind of lift this up here. And we can get these guys on the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's unplug the power cables here, as well as the ribbon cable. And let's set this aside for the moment. We're just going to work on this part right now. So what you want to do is go ahead and just flip it over and take out these 4 screws. These screws we cannot reuse, so you can just set those aside. Okay, so here's the replacement board. And so you just want to make sure it's in the same orientation. So it's going to go upside down just like this one is. And so if you look at this one, you notice the USB is pointing to my left here. And so I want to do the same thing. I want this USB pointing to the left in the same orientation. So we'll just set that aside. There's 4 holes here. So we'll just line up those holes. These are pre-cut on the mount. And you've got these 4 new wood screws that ship with the kit. So we're going to use those and just tighten it down. Okay, got that tightened down. So let's set that aside for the moment. And now we're going to go to the actual panels themselves. And so these we need to replace. So let's go ahead and unplug this power cable. These we're not going to use anymore, so those you can set aside. And these ribbon cables, we're going to reuse those. So keep the ribbon cables. And these panels we're also not going to use, so go ahead and set those aside. Now what you may want to do is just kind of take a microfiber and just kind of get any dust on the inside cleared out, because it's on the inside and it may drive you crazy if it's there. So just go ahead and do your best to get out any dust. All right, I didn't do the greatest job, but you get the idea. All right, so now we'll go ahead and take the panels. Let's look at the way we had them before. So you want to make sure you have them in the right same orientation. So actually, let's go like this, so they're right side up. And we're going to take the panel that had that gap in it. See this one here? And that one, actually, I believe, actually, I think it's going to go on the left side, but I could be wrong, so I may have to switch it up again. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Okay, and then this piece is going to go on like so. Okay, but before we do that, let's go ahead and connect up the cables. So we'll connect one cable here. These cables are notched, so they only go in one way, so that makes it super easy. And we'll connect these two cables here. Same thing, those are notched. And then let's connect our power cable. So this is our custom LED matrix power cable. And let's see, yeah, we'll take the two long pieces and go like so. Okay. All right, so we've got that. Just kind of take these. I guess you could use a tie wrap if you want, but I just kind of go like this. And then let's take our piece that we did before. Remember we had it this way, we're going to go ahead and flip it over and just kind of set it in here. And so this is where we just need to take some cables, pull them up. Here's our power cable. Power cable is going to go on the inside over here. This is going to go here. And then these cables, you may need to finagle them a little bit, just kind of have them in the middle. There's a little notch here in the middle, so the cables will, if you keep them in the middle, then it's a lot easier to put this back in. All right. Okay, so just kind of squeeze down, and if it's going all the way in, you're good. This looks good to me, so let's go ahead and screw it in. Actually, it's usually a good idea to, here, let me just do a couple screws. It's a good idea to actually power and just test it to make sure you're getting an image before you put in all the screws. So why don't we do that? Okay, so I got a couple screws here. Let me get my power supply. Okay, this is a 12-volt power brick, but again, you could be using the LBPA board from a custom Rcade, or you could be using our BitPixel SATA cable. Connect this to your power supply. I'm just going to hook it up to this 12 volts brick. Let's go ahead and plug in matrix cables here and power here. Again, these are notched. Oops. Okay, that's our USB for connecting to your PC or Pi. So let's just power it up. Again, 12 volts. And as long as you see the BitPixel on the other side, you're good to go. So let's flip it over, power off, and then we'll just finish screwing in all the screws that we undid before. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So we'll just add these screws. This will get you going on BitPixel again. If you're using a Raspberry Pi or a PC, got lots of options for you from, you know, Launchbox, Big Box was pretty popular with PC people. CoinOps is pretty good. Hyperspin, lots of images about there. I've got a number of guys on Hyperspin. And then on the Raspberry Pi side, a lot of folks are on Batocera these days. Of course, there's Rcade. That's a really good one that's up and coming. Highly recommend that one. BitPixel actually works out of the box with Rcade, so you don't even need to install anything. That's actually the best. If you're looking for plug and play, definitely go for Rcade. That is fully plug and play. Did a nice job. Developers really did a nice job integrating that. So you've got lots of options to get your BitPixel back up and running these days. And we've got a Discord as well. So if you go over to pixelk.org, you hit the support button. There's a Discord there, so you'll find that lots of information on there, people adding new artwork, lots of stuff going on. It's a pretty active community, so I'm pretty happy about that. But that is it. So just connect your USB, connect your power, and your BitPixel is back in business. As always, thanks for tuning in, and just drop a comment if you've got any questions. Thanks a lot.